What's up, Titan fans? How are we doing? Welcome to the Week 10 halftime report, where the Tennessee Titans are losing currently to the LA Chargers 13-7. And look, after that first drive, things have just been kind of stagnant for the Tennessee Titans. But what a first drive. Will the Mayo Man Levis, he came and showed out. This man looked good. What a deep ball to Calvin Ridley. I mean, he was wide open. How did they not have any safety help over top on Ridley? They trusted their DB to go one-on-one against them. That is wild. But look, before we get into things, as people's joining the chat, joining the channel right now, let me go ahead and insert the plug real quick. If you're not following me on YouTube, TikTok, and X, make sure to follow me on all three platforms. The handle's the same no matter where you go. It's the What's Up Titans Fans Pod. I put out content all throughout the week. I'm talking Monday through Friday. I do shorts like YouTube shorts. I do pre-recorded videos, and I do lives just like this. And I'm talking pre-game videos and post-game videos. Videos all the time. Everything Tennessee Titans related. So let's go ahead and jump into things. So look, starting off the game, right? The Chargers ended up dropping right down the field. They went pretty far, went all the way down there. We stopped them in the red zone, but they kicked a field goal. Then next thing you know, we had our big 7-play, 72-yard touchdown drive. What a drive it was. I'm telling you, it's all these scripted plays is when we do the best. Brian Callahan is good at scripting the first 10 to 15 plays of a game. After that, everything just dwindles down. It's like he doesn't plan for the rest of the game and typically can't make adjustments. Like, we're at the scary point of the game right now. If we're planning on winning this game, this is the scary point, is halftime. We never make halftime adjustments, and typically teams tend to come out of the locker room and blow us out the water. It just seems to happen week in and week out. But look, we had that outstanding first drive of the game. Went down there, scored that tutty to Ridley. Then we got them to punt the ball right after. It was looking good, but then we went 3 and out. We punted the ball. Then they drove all the way down the field again. We stopped into another field goal. And then as we're driving down the field, we're basically in the red zone. We were very close to the red zone. And then what happens? We have penalty after penalty. And next thing you know, we're all the way back to almost a 50-yard line. And luckily, we was able to get a little closer. We attempted a field goal, but Nick Folk ended up missing the field goal, who has been clutch all year. I'm talking, he made 20 straight, they said. 20 straight. Finally missed one. And look, that's an unmakeable field goal. It was like a 49-yard field goal. Ended up missing it, but he's getting a little up there in age. I know the longer ones isn't the ones that Nick Folk typically thrives in. He always is better in those 40 yards or less. But then we allowed them to go down there and score a touchdown on us. 8 plays, 61 yards. We were looking a little rough. And then when we get the ball back, we punt. And then and that drive, I mean, it's just more penalties after penalties, not looking good. And then, they punt, and then we get the ball at the end of the game. And talking about right before the halftime, whenever they had the ball, I mean, I was hyped for a second there. It looked like we scored a tutty. It was a good effort play by Big Jeff to sit there and hit Herbert's arm. It looked like it was a fumble. I mean, I guess he was moving his arm sideways forward a little bit. But, man, it looked good for a moment there, seeing McCreary in the end zone, making a snowman, in the grass, and getting that tutty, which they ended up calling back. But hey, it is what it is. But now we're going into the second half, which is the scary part of the game for the Tennessee Titans. Because right now, what is a 6-point game? Who knows how it's going to be by the end of it. I know we get the ball coming out second half. We deferred. So now we get the chance to get out there and see what Will Levis can do. See how he can play. Because he's played pretty good. I mean, there's a few things that's out of his control, right? We've had Watson make 3 penalties on the offensive line just in the first half. We've had other things like the Raiden's just getting beat right off the line, allowing him to get sacked. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback when you're getting rushed. Like, soon as you hike the ball, like, what are you supposed to do? Will Levis can't control all that. And I know he's done a few things bad. I mean, he's missed a couple throws that were, I think I remember 2 that was, like, pretty off. And then And then he hasn't been sliding. He took a couple big hits. He had that one near the sideline where he got popped, instead of just running out of bounds. And then on like the very first play of the game, what did he do? He ran right up the middle and got hit. And that was a play design though. That was a QB read, right up the middle. So they're really not protecting Will Levis. I guess they feel he's fully healthy and ready to go, but he's out there trying to do damage, even though he's doing some to himself. Let's go ahead and look at the stats real quick. Will Levis, 7 of 10, 77 yards, 1 tutty, 0 interceptions, been sacked a couple times, lost 8 yards on those. But like I said, overall, he's having a pretty good game. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Will Levis so far. He just needs that surrounding cast to step up and do something. They need to get out there, especially the offensive line, that right side. Radens and Watson both on the right side. They need to step up and do something. The left side's been solid. It's always the right side that's giving us issues. Next for rushing, we're talking Tajay Spears, 5 carries, 44 yards. He's come in, did pretty good. Hey, what up, Ara? What's up? He said, hello, brother. Hey, I appreciate the comment. Welcome to the channel. Hey, Tajay Spears, 44 yards, 8.8 yards a carry. He came in. He's playing solid. I know Pollard went out for a little bit with an ankle injury, but Pollard's back in. And we need our runner backs to do well this game if we plan on trying to get this win. And I don't even know if we can get the win. It's going to be a stretch, but hopefully we do. He said, hey, where are you from? Hey, I'm over in Georgia. So I'm pretty close to Tennessee. I used to be in Tennessee, but hey, I'm in Georgia now, streaming the game, or streaming content, trying to keep up with the Tennessee Titans, bring everything to you. That way hey, if you're a Titans fan, let me know. Put that Titan up in the chat down below, and just keep the comments coming, brother. Then we got Will Levis. He does have his 1 carry for 12 yards. Ridley's having a pretty good game. 3 catches, 54 yards. He has 6 targets, but a couple of those were way off, and one was swatted by a DB. NWI, he hasn't got his touchdown this game because, as you know, he has 4 games and 4 tutties so far. He's on a streak right now, so maybe he'll get one in the second half. But NWI, 2 catches, 20 yards. He has that long of 13. And then Tony Pollard, 2 catches, 3 yards. But that's it. We don't have very many people catching the ball. We only have 3 different receivers. One's a runner back. But, with receptions so far this game, he said, I love you, bro. I appreciate it. I love all the Titan fans out there. Y'all are amazing. Just keep it coming. Then on defense, what we got, Jack Gibbons. He's looking everywhere. Jack Gibbons, he's a smart guy. They call him Dr. Gibby. He does well playing. He's just a little slow. But other than that, he's very smart. He knows, he can read the offense, know what sort of the play's going. He has 10 total tackles, 7 solo. Some parts were a little embarrassing. It wasn't with him in particular, but just remember that Justin Herbert play, man, whenever they scrambled for that tutty. That was embarrassing for the entire defense. It was just a QB scramble. He went to run to the right. It looked like Joseph Day or somebody overshot, and then he ran up the middle, and then Big T Sweat couldn't get him, and he just ran in for a touchdown. What an embarrassing play for that defense. But Amani Hooker, he's coming through. He has 4 total tackles, 3 solo. We have 0 sacks on the day. We have a couple tackles for loss, Arden Key and Roger McCreary. We got a few pass deflects, Roger McCreary, Jeff Simmons, and Daryl Baker, who basically stopped a good one-handed reception from happening. So we definitely needed that because that was right before halftime. But, we have Tennessee Titans on the Chargers, ex-Tennessee Titans on the Chargers, who hasn't really made an impact this game, which is good to see because typically when we verse old Tennessee Titans players, what happens? They always ball out against the Tennessee Titans, but we haven't seen it. They have Elijah Molden over there. He has a few tackles, but that's it. I haven't seen Elijah Molden do much of anything for them. So, so far so good. And I haven't seen any of their other players that used to be Tennessee Titans do anything else. They don't even have stats on the board besides Sean Haskins. He has that 1 carry, 3 yards. Didn't really see him, but I know that carry for 3 yards was for a first down. So he did get a first down on us, but it was only for 3 yards. So it wasn't too bad. But other than that, we do have a chance to come out and get this dub if that's something we're really trying to do. and want to do, because we have 2 wins on the season. There's a lot of teams this week so far in the first half of the games that played earlier today that ended up getting their 3rd win on the season, because coming into this week there was 9 teams with 2 wins on the season, and there's a lot of teams fighting for that number 1 draft spot or to be in the top 5. But so far, many teams are now out of it, and if we lose, this actually puts us in a very good spot for the rest of the season. We'll be a game, closer than a lot of the other teams in the NFL, which is something we want to see. Because let's go through real quick and look at some of the other scores that are taking place right now. We're talking about the Cowboys. They're losing to the Eagles 7-3. It's almost halftime there as well. We got the Jets and Cardinals. Cardinals are stomping the Jets 21-6. Jets are they're having a tough day. Aaron Rodgers, everyone's hoping he was their savior. It is not looking like it. He's 7 of 11, 40 yards, but he has 0 tutties, 0 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers has been a little tough for him this year. He's not coming out like everyone thought he would. I mean, he's past his prime. And then later tonight, we get to see the Texans versus the Lions. Should be a good game. I hope the Lions win. Lions are a good team. I mean, they put up 52 points on us. Obviously, they got to versus the Texans, who's a division rival, and we don't want the Texans to win. I mean, they've been on a little losing streak as of late. They've been, not as good as everyone thought they were coming in, because the last 3 weeks they lost to the Packers and they lost to the Jets, and now they got the Lions. That's kind of tough, and then the Cowboys after that. And then we finally get them the week after. But, yeah, that's going to sum it up for this halftime report. As, we go back into the game, I'll bring content coming up Monday. Monday, I'll do the post-game show. I don't like doing it directly after. I'll do it Monday. You'll see the post-game show. So make sure, you watch it and everything. And look, go ahead and let me know if you think the Tennessee Titans can come back from this 13-7 deficit or not down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tighten up, baby.